Good morning. Good morning, beautiful people. It is Saturday morning. I have to work today. And before I go into this office, I thought I'd jump on here really quick. For those of you, sorry, let me turn that down. For those of you who haven't heard yet, I've come out with a new segment called Carpool Cardio, and it's basically going to be me when I'm in my car, because that's normally where I'm at, giving everybody, some health tips, workout tips, just general motivation to help you if fitness is what you're wanting. I mean, we all, I feel like, want to look better or look our best. And since I'm usually in the car driving around somewhere giving this kind of advice, I figured I'd just come out with a segment called Carpool Cardio. So if you missed yesterday's episode, I was talking about dieting and the importance of eating clean. So if you missed that episode, check out my Instagram. It's VusViews Fitness. VusViews Fitness. And I also created a YouTube channel strictly for fitness stuff. If you go to YouTube and just put in the search engine VusViews Fitness, you'll see some of the videos that I've created so far. And they're just quick little, videos. If you guys want something more or have any suggestions on things you want to see, I'm open and receptive to any and all suggestions, because I'm again doing this to help other people. So today's episode is about how I lost 20 pounds. I'm usually between 117 pounds to 120 pounds, and over the past 2 years, for those of you who haven't heard, I put on 20 pounds because my life just got very busy with a baby, very demanding job, and I wasn't eating clean, went through depression, just wasn't taking care of myself, and didn't really have a lot of time or the energy. Hey, Jonathan Montgomery, he says, I need a meal plan. I've lost 30 pounds, but still need a better diet. Yeah, I went through that same thing, Jonathan. So now that I'm back working out regularly, one of the things that I'll be honest with you about is I have more time now. So now that I have more time, I can focus more on taking care of myself. So if one of the issues that you have is not having enough time, which, trust me, I completely understand because I've been through that, then what I would recommend is, if you don't have the energy to work out like I didn't, and what I learned from my lesson from not being able to do it for 2 years was just trying to at least eat as healthy as possible. And many ways you can do that is when you do have time, like if it's on the weekends when you're off, for example, that's when I was off, is preparing your meals. And that's where I made the mistake, is I didn't prepare my meals. I was just kind of, winging it, flying by the seat of my pants. So preparation is key. And if you know that, you get tired of the same meals after 2 days like I do, what I've done over the past couple months is I've gone online and I've researched healthy recipes, healthy desserts. There's so many ways that you can make different foods now, and all the foods that you love, but just in a different way. One of the apps that I recommend is Yumly. It's spelled Y-U-M as in Mary, M as in Mary, L-Y. It's an app that you can download, and you can just type in the search field what it is, that you're craving, and there's so many different versions of it. Like, let's say, for example, you want a shrimp linguine. You can type that in the search engine and it will give you a healthier version. And so the key is just preparing. So once you find recipes that you like, going and buying those ingredients. If you don't have time to do that and you're always out eating, then you can find stuff at restaurants that have things that aren't, just try to stay away from the usual fried foods, soda, things that are high in sugar. One of the tips that I also recommend is keeping snacks in your car. Like today I have to go to work, So last night, if you guys missed on my Instagram, I prepared all my vegetables, my spinach, my broccoli. I cut up some carrots, cut up an apple, and those are going to be the things that I snack on throughout the day. I also prepared some chicken yesterday, and also some fish. So I just threw that into Tupperware, and now I'm set for today. So preparing is huge. When you go to the grocery store, try to buy things that you can cut up and make into snacks. You know, if your budget is not where you can just go and spend buku money, which that's most of us. I can't afford to eat out 5 times a day. So when I go to the grocery store, I'll buy a bag of carrots, I'll peel them, and I'll cut them up, and I'll prepare them in small Ziploc bags, and that way they're just always easily ready for me to grab and take with me. Apples, blueberries, fruit, you know, as far as vegetables, you can grab celery, cucumbers, you know, whatever vegetables you like, and just cut them up, put them in bags, and keep them in the refrigerator. And then when you're getting ready to go somewhere, I also keep a little lunch bag that's like a little cooler, and you can throw that in there, and that way it lasts all day long. Now, as far as how I lost the weight, let's get into that really quick. It was consistency. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the first 3 or 4 months it was very hard for me, because I got addicted to eating sugar, candy, desserts, where I had never been a dessert person before. Never really big on sugar. So I had to, you know, get my mind right again and break out of that habit. And it took a little while, but each day I just kept telling myself that I could do it. I was like, listen, you weren't a sugar person before, so you can go back to that. It's just all, you know, it's just all in your mind. You have to be mentally strong. So I don't keep sweets. I don't buy, if I buy anything sweet, I buy a healthier version of it, or I buy the ingredients to make it myself, so I know what's going into it. But I don't keep candy, I don't keep cookies, I don't keep any of that junk food around. And when I do get a sweet tooth, what I'll normally do is I'll get a watermelon, and I'll cut it up, and I'll eat that, or a pineapple, and I snack on that throughout the day, and that helps curb my appetite for sweet things. And so now, let's see, it's been 7 months, I've broken my habit, where before all day long I would just want to eat Jolly Ranchers or Laffy Taffy. Or what are some of your you know, sweet tooth habits that you guys have? Like, I don't even crave that stuff anymore, because I feel like if I prepare ahead of time and I know that I'm gonna have a sweet tooth, I'll start eating watermelon and pineapples, or putting it in my protein shakes to get that sugar fix. And then and I'm not gonna, I mean, there's gonna be days where you might crave it, but it will come less and less and less as you keep working on it. The key is just to not give up. Okay, trainers can tell you all day, all night, 24/7, how to work out, how to get a defined stomach, do this many crunches, how to get a fatter ass, but what they're not telling you is how to eat, and how important it is to eat clean. If you go on a lot of fitness pages, you don't see a lot of trainers talking about eating clean. They're just showing you different workouts. So the major key in how I lost weight was several things, but the main thing was changing how I was eating. So, and also, normally what I do when I go to the gym is I do 45 minutes of weights and I do 30 minutes of cardio. Okay, so that's what I do as far as working out. I'll work out for 45 minutes on just weights. First I'll warm up, then I'll hit the weights. And then after weights, I'll go straight to cardio. And when I go to cardio, I murder it. Okay, I literally kill it, whether it's sprints, stairs, jump rope, plyometrics, whatever and there's more than one way to do cardio. So, you know, mix it up if you get bored. Like I'm not one of those people who can just run on the treadmill for an hour. Like, that will bore the piss out of me. So if I get on the treadmill, I'm going to do sprints, and you'll burn calories a lot faster that way, is by doing sprints. Normally I'll do 6-7 sprints on the treadmill, and then I'll go over to the stair climber and I'll do stairs, and I'll do the same thing on the stairs. You'll see people on the stair climber who will stay at the same pace for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, however long they're on there. What I do when I go on the stair climber is I'll go really fast, and I'll get my heart rate up until, you know, I'm out of breath, and then I'll stop completely, rest 30 seconds to a minute, and then I'll go hard again. So you don't have to do what I do, you have to do what works best for you. But the one thing that I can say that is a common thing amongst all of us if you are trying to get fit is eating right. That is so important, and you have to get out of your head. It's all mental. So many people go around saying, oh, well, eating healthy is expensive, eating healthy is boring, you know, how can I eat healthy and enjoy it? That's all in your head. You can eat healthy and you can enjoy it, because I've been doing it for the last 6 or 7 months. I just had to train the way I was thinking in my head and find recipes that I liked. And it's going to be trial and error, and there are going to be days where you may not feel like it. There's going to be days where you fall off, and it's okay. The worst thing you can do is beat yourself up. You're human. Take it easy on yourself, and just know that you always have tomorrow to try again, or the next day. There's days where you're not going to have energy, and there are days that you really need to listen to your body. Like if you are just worn out, tired, and you really need your rest, go get your rest. Your body is trying to tell you that you need to rest. One of the mistakes I made was I would force myself to go to the gym when I was exhausted. Like if my period came, for example, and I was menstruating. I mean, I hate to bring that up, but it's a normal part of being a woman. I would force myself to go to the gym when I was just so drained and tired, when really what I needed to do was sit my ass at home and sleep. And I found that when I started doing that, when it was the first day of that time of the month, and I would actually just rest and sleep, that when the following days came, my energy was so much higher. And so I could go in the gym and kill it, crush it. So it's very important to listen to your body, and on the days that you're just very, very tired, it's also equally important to make sure you get your rest. So it's a combination of things, how I lost 20 pounds, and it wasn't always easy. The first 3 or 4 months, it was just reconditioning my mind, learning how to eat. It's a process, and the more you keep going and the more you research and study, you'll find what works for you. And don't hesitate to ask questions to people that are in the field, you know, whether it be nutritionists, trainers, just, you know, whomever. Google is your best friend. So anyway, consistency, eating clean, but the number one thing is training your mind. You can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. But anyway, I have to run into this office. Just shouting out a few people really quick. Hey Saucy, hey Debbie Davis, hey Monique Michelle, hey MZ. Let's see. No, MZ said, you gave up Jolly Ranchers. I bet you have at least one in your handbag. No, I don't eat them at all anymore. I ate them so much over a 2-year period that I literally, the thought of a Jolly Rancher just doesn't do anything for me anymore. Again, it's up here. It didn't happen overnight. It took some time. So take it easy on yourselves is what I have to tell everybody, and just know that it's a process, and stay positive. Keep your mind on what the end result is, on how you want your body to look, because if you focus on where you're at now, if you're not happy with your body where it's at now, then it keeps you in a negative state of mind, and you feel like, oh, I can't do this, oh, I can't do this. But you can. It's just all up here. Shouts out to Jimmy Manning. Congratulations, I lost 25 pounds plus. I love celery and almonds as a snack. I'm addicted to celery. People laugh at me all the time. Congratulations, Jimmy. Good for you. Yeah, so basically in a nutshell, do what works for you, but the key, consistency, eating clean, and getting your mind right. All right, I gotta run, you guys. Have a wonderful, blessed day, and I'll see you again soon.